Despite the wind today, I've actually been doing pretty well. So today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna get my kickflips down. And more importantly than just landing them, I'm gonna tell you guys why I've been struggling so much and why you probably are too. I land them once like every 50 tries. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent and actually start doing them. You guys have been asking for this tutorial. Here we go. Let's take a look at front foot placement. For me, I like to have more of my foot on there like I'm getting an ollie. Some people like to be around that lower corner bolt or even on top of it. I don't feel stable that way, so again, I keep more of my foot on. I just feel like I get a better flick, and it's just easier for me in general. Check out the spider sense here in a second. Ready? This guy from behind me. Whoop. I don't know, I just think that's funny, but perfect timing, good catch. Let's get back to it. All right, so here are two examples. One with my foot more on the board. It feels like a good flick to me, just having problems landing it. One around the corner bolt. You can tell it's not as solid. I don't feel like I'm getting as good of a pop. It's not as steady to me. I'll try one more to show a difference with the full foot. It seems a lot cleaner. So let's talk about potential problems. The first being not getting enough flick. You can see I'm only getting a half rotation, and a lot of that's because I'm not flicking my front foot out quick enough. Another potential problem, the wind blowing over your camera like this. Just grabbed it. Getting back to the half rotation, I think my issue watching this film back is that I'm not flicking out quickly enough. I don't have a clean, sharp flick. So I'm only getting the board a half rotation because it's not spinning quick enough. Check this dude in the background. Whoop, whoop. Man, it looks like so much fun. He was cruising around super good. But back to it, if you're not doing a quick, sharp flick, you're not gonna get the rotation, and I could be half committing. Maybe that's why I'm not doing it fully. So pay close attention to my shoulders here. If you notice the board is rotating on you, I'm willing to bet, at least in my case, it's an issue with my shoulders. So either my front shoulder, I'm pulling it back behind me when I go to pop, and it's forcing my back shoulder to kind of dip down in. So what that's doing is it's changing my body positioning, and it's making my legs and my weighting on the board change, which is causing the board to kind of kick out and rotate on me a little bit. And of course the wind tried assaulting my camera again, but guess what? Not today, wind, not today. Catching the board too soon, landed the primo. Got lucky there, didn't actually fall, but you can definitely eat it pretty easily. So by this, again, you're not letting the board rotate fully underneath you, you're dropping your feet down too quickly. And this may be a problem where you're just not jumping up high enough, but more often than not, I like to think of it as you're just dropping your feet down too quickly. So really put an emphasis on keeping your feet up. In case you didn't have enough issues already, let's give you one more. So if your board does something like this, it's because you're not flicking out enough and you're bringing your front foot back in way too soon. So as soon as I move my foot back in and away from that lower left bolt, I just landed it. Let's try it again. So as you'll see here, kickflipping is a struggle for me. I didn't land any back-to-back. And again, I tried this for about an hour in total, trying to get my kickflips down. So the more I was doing them, the more consistent I became. Again, really focusing on my shoulders and keeping them in line, keeping my feet up, and doing a quick, sharp flip out. Super sloppy, but it's a land, I'll take it. So as I'm starting to land these, look at my marks. Notice that I'm flicking them up off the left half of the nose, left for me since I'm regular. The right marks are from where I heel flip, but I'm not going off the pocket. I'm going straight up off the nose. And you can see where I'm flicking on my toe of the shoe. This was not there before I started kickflips today, and over the last hour, it's progressed. So I'm noticing one of my major issues in landing a kickflip is that I keep turning my back shoulder in, so my upper body is twisting because I'm trying to kick my foot out. So I've noticed that when I keep my back shoulder straighter, my board stays straighter and it stays underneath me. So again, this is all work in progress, but the shoulder has been a big issue for me and why I've never been able to be consistent with kickflips. The other reason is I don't really try them. I'm more of a heel flipper, it's more natural to me. but I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna work on it. Gotta keep progressing. Gotta keep moving forward.